Hello everybody and welcome back to Harvest Moon Magical Melody. Today is the 12th day of winter, which is Thanksgiving Day. A day to give cake away as a present and also to receive cake. So this is a good opportunity to increase your friendships with people, and anybody who has 3 hearts or more is going to give you a cake, and then you can choose what you'd like to do with it. You can either give it back to that person and increase your heart level with them, or you can give the cake to somebody else who has less hearts and maybe you're trying to win them over. And even if somebody doesn't like cake regularly, on Thanksgiving they will appreciate it. A good example is Blue. He doesn't like cake, but if you give him one on Thanksgiving, then he actually quite appreciates it. So let's get socializing, shall we? We have a lot of cakes to receive, and I'm going to be giving a few out as well, because I have a lot of friends in the game at this point. It has the flavor of thanks, or something like job well done. That was the most socially awkward statement ever, but thanks, Blue, I guess. And they all give you the same cake. It's just a standard piece of cake. So there's no like fancy cakes depending on the person or how many hearts you have with them or anything like that. So I'm going to be doing a lot of running around in this video and keeping my eyes peeled for certain villagers. I'm going to give Katie a cake, and I'd like to get one from Ray as well. Let's get his cake first. Well, this doesn't mean much, but here. Thanks, Ray. I'm gonna give him a moonstone instead. And the cakes, I do believe, just count as a most loved gift to whoever you give them to, so you can still give them regular gifts if you have something else that you'd like to substitute, like the moonstone, for example. I'd much rather give him a moonstone and then save my cake for somebody else, so it'd make them last a bit longer. So let's give Katie a cake, because she likes sweets and baked stuff. Oh, for me? You're such a considerate person. You're welcome. I need to give one to Carl as well, because I really need to work on Carl's heart points, because I don't have any at all, and same with Katie, because they were gone for so long. What? A Thanksgiving cake for me? I'm happy. No matter how it tastes, I'll eat it all. Aw, that's very cute. I'm glad that you like the cake, Carl. The interesting thing about this festival is that things aren't actually closed, whereas most festivals, businesses are closed on holidays and festivals and things like that, but not in this game. It's just like any regular day, and the festival isn't held in any particular place, which is also kind of interesting. You know, you don't just gather in the square and eat cakes or receive cakes. You have to actually go out and give them yourself. You're quite bashful, aren't you? I'll share. Here. Thanks, Alex. Thank you for the cake. Even though you're a doctor, and wouldn't cakes be bad for you, or wouldn't you scold me for eating something so unhealthy? I don't know. I think I can get a cake from Gina as well. Or from Dia, who's probably upstairs. And the characters will probably be hanging out where they normally do on a regular day. I learned from Martha and made it with Gina. Hopefully I'll make one on my own someday. That would be great. Oh, I'd love to learn how to make cakes, but unfortunately I'm not a very good cook. I can make cookies though. Alright, so I think, for the most part, I've done a lot of the cake receiving. The only other person that I can think of that I need to get a cake from is Bob. However, I now have 2 cakes that I can give away. I'd like to give one to Gwen, seeing as how I don't have any hearts with her either. And maybe I'll give one to Joe or to Kurt, because they both have a low amount of heart points, and it's really a good opportunity to just kind of seize the moment. So Gwen should be here. I was hoping Bob was going to be here. I'm not too sure where he is at the moment. I'll have to go and find him if I want another cake. So let's give one to Gwen. Wow, you're so considerate. Thank you. I know, I'm such a giving person. I'm gonna give you all diabetes and toothaches and such. Let me just quickly check my list. There might be someone else that I'm forgetting, but I don't think so. Obviously, I can't get a cake from Basil because he's away. Like I said, Bob, I need to get a cake from. I've gotten one from Ray and from Dia, Alex and Blue. I can get one from Anne and Eve, who I completely forgot about. And it's probably worth my time to give one to Joe as well. Because unfortunately right now Lewis and Lila aren't in town because it's not a weekend, which is a bit of a bummer because I need to increase their heart points and I can't actually do that. So I'm gonna go see if I can maybe give this cake to Joe, and then maybe I'll stop by Anne's. Everyone's out, so it takes a little bit of hide and go seek to find these people. I can see that Joe's on my map. He's probably up fishing near my house because for some reason he kind of likes to creep around my house, which I've pointed out in a couple of videos. I'll give him a cake though. He'll probably enjoy it. A cake for me? What's with that? Oh, I'm embarrassed, but thanks. Oh, no need to get all bashful, Joe. I barely know you. I'm only giving you a sympathy cake because we never talk. And I need to talk. I need to get the note from you. And if you manage to get enough cakes, you'll also get a note for it. So that's what I'm trying to get, all the cakes that I possibly can in a day. Just so I'm able to get a note as well as some heart points as well. Definitely a really, really good festival, especially if you're wanting to make a lot of friends or get a lot of notes. Making cakes is tough. It's just mixing flour, milk, and eggs. I'm unsure of the flavor, but would you try some? Oh, and there we go. Anne's cake will get us the note, which is great. And I still have 2 more cakes to get. This is the popular note. Sending your friends a piece of cake to show your appreciation. You may get one too. A note for popularity. I am just so gosh darn popular. Alright. So at this point you can stop giving and receiving cakes if you'd like, but I'm going to give out a couple more. I want to give one to Theodore. He actually sent me a letter the other day saying that he was very thankful that I came to town, so I'm befriending him slowly but surely, which is good because that means that I'll be able to buy more town spaces and earn more property, which is pretty neat. I think you need to own 20 pieces of property to get a note. It's a rather expensive note to get though. How about some fruitcake that has lots of vitamins in it? You can really taste how much I care about you. Oh wow, that's so creepy. Just kidding! Creepy thing is I don't think she was kidding at all. Anywho, alright, moving on. I wonder if I can get a cake from Bob, and then at least I'll have all the cakes, and if I don't want to give them to anybody, then I can at least save them for later and give them to somebody like Katie or Carl, 2 characters that like cakes on a regular day basis, just in case I don't have another gift for them. I'm not going to spend too much more time looking for Bob. I actually have no idea where he is. I'm going to go check at the mine, because he might be there. Sometimes he spends time over there if he has the day off or whatever. Oh man, there's a lot of people in the cave, including Bob. Man, I've never seen... Well, I've seen it a couple times, but that is a lot of people. Oh my god. How can I say it? Out of thanks, this is yours. Oh, thanks, man. Maybe I'll give one to Alex.
Yeah.
Just because I haven't given him a present in so long. Oh, it's a cake. Thank you. It's good to have something sweet when you're tired. Just not something too sweet, or too many sweets all at once, of course. Alright, so Tim was blocking my way for whatever reason, but I think that's pretty much the end of my cake giving / receiving extravaganza. A lot of people have wanted me to marry Alex, but as you can see I haven't really worked on his hearts in a while, so I'll give him a cake. And all the characters I really wanted to give cakes to, I have. You can see that most of the characters are at a level that I want them to be. And there's a couple villagers I need to work on, obviously. If I was to give someone 2 cakes in a day, they wouldn't accept it. They would say, you know, 1 cake is enough, or 1 present is enough, I don't need another. So maybe I will give the cake to Kurt, just because he's such a shy character. Cake? Why for me? He looks so unhappy. Oh well, thanks. He looks like, why are you giving me this cake? I don't want this cake. I don't think he likes cake on a regular day basis either. I think if you give him a cake on a regular day, he'd be like, what the hell is this and why are you trying to give it to me? But anywho, yeah, so that took up almost a full day of just running around giving and receiving cakes, and I always really like that festival. They have it in a few other games as well, and it's just such a neat, different type of thing to do because, like I said, all the shops are open, so if you don't want to participate, you can still go ahead and do your own thing. Or if you wanted to make cakes, you can actually make them if you go to a store and buy the ingredients to give out to people, which is pretty cool as well. I haven't done any of my chores today though, since, you know, I've been out doing all this cake stuff. I'm gonna have to skip brushing my animals today, or I'll have to come back and do it later, but I don't really have a whole lot of other updates right now, as far as I can remember, so I'll probably play for a couple of more days, and then I will come back and update you all. It's a lot of the same thing day in and day out, just trying to make a profit, and working on a few other things as well. And we're about halfway through winter now, so realistically, we are very, very close to hitting year 2, which is pretty exciting. I'm excited to get back to spring, just because now I have so much more potential. There's so much more that I can do that obviously I couldn't do last spring. I have lots of money, and I have upgraded tools, and I have more responsibilities, and I'm going to be able to let my animals come out and graze again, which is pretty awesome as well. So, a couple more weeks in winter, and then that'll be it. So I think I'm going to spend the rest of my evening mining and getting a few gems now that I've made a bunch of room in my rucksack by getting rid of all of those cakes. And that's it. That is the Thanksgiving festival, so I hope you guys enjoyed all of the socializing we did in this video, and I will see you guys next time.